remember when you would say that you love me in every way. You love me once, you love me twice, but your love hasn't been so nice. You used to love me, you used to hold me. All right, that is a blast from the past. It was a club song that I used to always sing and dance at the 9 to 9 William Patterson parties. I have to laugh at this one because if you ask anybody who hung out with me during that time, they would all say that was my favorite song. Now remember, the parties were 9 o'clock at night till 9 in the morning. Now if the music was good, there was no getting off the dance floor. Now that was school days. Of course now I don't do all that. If I go to a dinner party or what have you, I'm still, if I'm doing dancing, I'm probably dancing more classically. But either way, I'm looking back at those school days because those experiences defined where I was at the time. If you think about what that song is even saying, it was some of the music, again, that we listened to guide us in different ways. And in that song, it was like, of course, at the time I was in a relationship or what have you, and even he was just like, the William Patterson parties, I was actually not dating him at that time. I was in a relationship with an older guy though, and but it had just started during that time. It's like, because I wasn't supposed to be dating in high school, so it was more like, you speak to the person on the phone. Like I met him, and I would be up at the school, and then of course, long story short, okay, that song was really more so one of those songs that, like I said, it was a club song, and you'd hear the music and the beat, that pulsing beat, because the music was very loud. It basically makes you really think back on a time where things were a lot more innocent. It was a time when I was just being introduced to the college environment. Of course, my favorite show was, A Different World at the time. One of the shows that actually encouraged me to actually go to college in the first place. We have to look at what influences us, what guides us, what pushes us to move forward when we do. In life, we have to find certain things that will define and help us to move forward. Something that's going to give you encouragement, not something that's going to make you give up. Watching A Different World and looking at the different characters, and of course, School Days, when Spike Lee came out with that movie, Raleigh took me to see that movie. Perfect movie. It's important that we look at these things because right now, we have to almost pull back from either the past, or we have to find spiritual movies that are wholesome movies that are not going to have us having our children cover their eyes when they're watching movies that'll make you feel good about what's going on and how you might want to have more family time, with your children. This is why we really need to there's a lot of people who are actually going into the film industry, and hopefully they will realize that we need more family movies, things that are going to encourage us to remain a family, things that are going to encourage us to spend more time with our families, and things that are going to make us feel encouraged to do the right thing. A lot of these other movies and a lot of music are not exactly as functional as they could be. Now, of course, every artist has their own way of expressing themselves, but it's important that we do receive that family, that encouragement that makes us really want to balance things out more so. Because outside of us being stressed out from having work or other obligations, it's important that we do remember that family does mean something. Family should be coming first. We want to embrace that. We want to encourage that during this time and always. So thank you so much for joining us today. This is Indigo Moon. You have a wonderful day.